Hey guys, one more green shirt video today. I'm on a roll. I want to get a bunch of these videos in the bank. What if you've been doing this work for a while and not making any progress? Your pain is still where it is. What do you do then, right? Do you get full of despair and quit doing it? Well, look, let's take a look at why there may be no progress. And I had this dialogue with somebody who commented, and I said there might be two schools of thought. One school of thought is, I must be missing something emotionally, some traumatic event, some emotion that's really keeping me stuck. And that may be true, and only you'll know whether or not that's the case. Like if you've truly toiled the depths of your childhood, your present, and your personality type, right? And you've written lists about, past stressors, today's stressors, and your personality type stressors, the pressures we put on ourselves, and you've either journaled or allowed yourself to feel all of the emotions deeply in all of those areas, and you really feel like, oh my God, I've left no stone unturned. I don't know how I could do something differently. Then maybe you've done everything right emotionally. So that's one school of thought. But maybe you haven't. And if there are certain areas of your past, your present, or your personality where you haven't really allowed yourself to get into those emotions yet, give yourself the gift of doing that, because you may do everything right as far as feeling emotions at the outside world, but if the person you're most pissed off with, like I was, is yourself, then, and you haven't allowed yourself to truly feel those feelings because they're dangerous or scary or unacceptable, you may need to do that. So the first school of thought of not making progress is maybe there's still more work to do. And I agree with that. So keep on doing the work, keep on delving into it, but don't punish yourself for doing it wrong, right? There is no doing it wrong. Every day is a lesson to learn. Every day we get a little bit closer. And if you're asking yourself the question of how long is this going to take, the answer is, I don't know. Depends. Depends on you, your life experience, your ability and willingness to dive deep into this stuff. So the second school of thought, if you're not getting better and you're doing all the emotional stuff right, is the question I talk about a lot, which is how much do you care about your pain or other symptoms? How significant are they in your life? If they're the first thing you think of when you wake up and the last thing you think of when you go to bed, and you freak out about them, measure them, monitor them, just despair over your future with these symptoms if they don't get better, and you catastrophize them. I don't care what you do emotionally as far as doing the work and feeling your feelings. If the rest of your day is spent catastrophizing and freaking out and just being in a pit of despair over your symptoms, which are simply the messenger, there's nothing wrong with you. If that's the way you spend the rest of your day, you're taking 2 steps forward with the work and feeling your feelings and journaling or whatever you're doing, and then you're spending the rest of the day chasing yourself around with an ice pick and screaming and scaring yourself and believing the worst about your future, and you're never going to get better, and your inner voice is screaming at you, this is stupid, you're wasting your time, and blah, blah, blah. Right? Does that sound familiar? If so, that may be why the emotional work may not be working. Again, you could be doing everything right on the first side, but if you're not seeing progress, how are you interacting with yourself the rest of the day? And so take a look at both of these things. If you're not making progress, take a look at both of these things. Invariably, you will find that you've still got some work to do. If not on finding and allowing yourself to feel the emotions, you probably have some work to do on calming yourself down. And I know that phrase can be triggering to somebody if you're like upset and they go, calm down. What happens? You just get even more angry, right? But I'm suggesting that soothing yourself, calming yourself down, turning off the danger alarms is half the battle here, folks. I talked about, how significant is your pain. And I say all the time, care less about your pain. Don't give a crap. Literally, stop caring if you have pain or not today. And, it's come up in Facebook comment dialogues of literally, you got to ask yourself, When was the last time that freaking out about your pain or other symptoms helped you in any way, shape, or form? You're not going to find a place where they have. And there's only detriment, there's only negative there. So freaking out and getting really upset about your symptoms, while I understand it, look, I get it. While I understand it, it doesn't help us. So when people say, how am I supposed to not care about the pain? It's so bad, it's so awful. Well, because you know it's not good for you. And I say this over and over again. Gang, freaking out, getting upset with, getting angry at your pain. Look, that's kind of like screaming at the mailman for bringing your bills. It really is. The mailman's the messenger. He's just there to do his job and deliver. So the pain is there. The pain is the messenger. The pain is going, hey, there's some things you want to pay attention to. There's some things you need to feel. You might want to get a little bit more self-compassionate, self-loving, self-forgiving, right? So again, screaming at the pain is like screaming at the mailman for giving you a legal summons to appear in court because you got caught up in some legal crap. It's not the mailman's fault. It's not the pain's fault either, right? So, in any event, what do you guys think of this? Comment below. Let me know your thoughts. If you have a topic you would like, I think yesterday I posted a post that says, hey, topic suggestions, welcome. Find it and comment, or email me at questions@painfreeyou.com and let me know what you think. So, is this helpful? If you're not making progress, either you got to dig deeper on the emotions and give yourself permission to feel the ugly stuff, like I've been talking about for several days now, or you need to kind of turn down the volume on your reaction to the pain. Stop screaming at that mailman. The pain is the messenger, the weakness is the messenger, you know, the reflux is the messenger. So what's it trying to deliver to you? Deliver you a message that says, hey, there's some things that you're going to want to attend to. And when I say attend to, I mean feel. Give yourself permission to feel. So I hope this was useful. And let me know your thoughts. Please, please comment below if you like this. Share it widely. Whether it be other TMS groups or, I don't know about the regular pain groups. They may not be ready for these messages. They've got to kind of find us on their own. But if you have a friend, share it with them who could use this message. So anyway, please comment below. Let me know your thoughts. And I love you guys and gals. We'll see you in the next video. And I promise, the next one, I'll be wearing a different shirt. So we'll see you.